Alright, video 6. We're turning this into more discussion videos than commentating on the actual gameplay. But, you know, I'm not in it for winning and losing anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Got more to say, I guess. I think with Resident Evil 2 and Final Fantasy VII, it's more a necessity kind of thing. With Final Fantasy VII, I want to redeem myself. And I know Final Fantasy VII is on PS4. I know that. But I kind of want to redeem myself one day. Because Final Fantasy VII is a game I never beat. I got maybe, I think, to the second disc. I think I got to a bit soon after you find, is it Ares, the girl's name? I think it's like the flower girl, basically. And I got to a little bit after that, and then never picked up the game again. I got stuck, and I gave up. So I kind of want to redeem myself and see if I can actually beat that game. With Resident Evil 2, it's a little bit different. I absolutely love Resident Evil 2. I love it. And the main reason I love it is because, well, it's so damn good. Most of the characters in that game are really good. If I was to go back to Resident Evil 2 now, I'd probably love it even more than I already did. Because I know more about it. I'm so into the Resident Evil lore at this point. You know, I've played 1, I've played the remake of 1, I've played 0, I've played Revelations 1, Revelations 2, I've played 4, played 5, played 6, played 7. I'm playing through 7. You know, I'm so into it, and I'm heavily into it that a lot of Resident Evil 2's events I'm so into now. You know, I've even played Raccoon City, which was the spin-off game. It was terrible. 10. It was terrible, but, you know, I think the premise was interesting. The game was flawed. Sadly. Raccoon City makes me sad because it was a lot of wasted potential. It was a lot of potential just squandered. That's what upset me most about Resident Evil Raccoon City. The fact that it had so much potential and just so much room to grow the Resident Evil 2 universe, one of the most favorite Resident Evil games of all time. But they didn't do it, and that's just what upset me. I should have been able to block that, really. I don't know why I didn't block. But yeah, Resident Evil 2, I want the classic. I want the classic on my YouTube. I want that classic to be on my YouTube. I want it a part of my channel, you know? I even want to stream it, maybe. I want to do the B scenario. That's what I want to do. I never did the B scenario for Resident Evil 2. I always did the A scenarios. I never did the B scenarios. I heard they were difficult. I'd never played it. Yeah, so with Resident Evil 2, it's more of a redemption thing as well. Final Fantasy VII and Resident Evil 2, they have one thing in common. I want to redeem myself with those games. And it sucks. I should have kept my PS3. I should have played it. I regret it. You know, I regret not keeping it. There's still so much I want to do. I want to do the God of Wars. I want to do Resident Evil 2. I want to play some Third Strike on PS3. Super Turbo. I want to play those games because they're fun and I never got to. And now I have a bit more experience thanks to Ultra Street Fighter 2 on the Switch. I feel I can kind of play those games a bit. People still play Third Strike on PS3 and 360 now. Third Strike could come out on backwards compatibility for Xbox One, but I don't know if it will.
Round 1.
I would love it to. Ow. The only thing, I think the reason I was so critical about backwards cap is because Xbox really had it as a necessity thing because the Xbox One was miserably failing compared to the PS4 and the other guy. And basically, they caved and they said, oh, we're putting in one of the most requested features on the console. Which makes me think it was there always to begin with, and they were hoping that they weren't going to need to use it. It was always on the console because it was an update. It was always on the console from the start, and Xbox One hoped that they didn't have to use it. But I don't think it was I don't think it was the lack of backwards compatibility that killed the console in the first place. Well, I wouldn't say killed the console, that's a bit harsh, because it hasn't really. But I think that's why I had the Xbox One off to such a slow start. Was all the bullshit that Don Mantrick was trying to do. With the fucking DRM and bollocks. The DRM lock is fucking stupid, because what if you can't get it on your Xbox One? What if you're at work, and you work overtime, and you get locked out of your console because you can't log in for a fucking day? That was so stupid. Why did Don Mantrick think it was a good idea? What an idiot. I was like, no, I'm not fucking... I mean, yes, someone like me could sign on every day, but not everyone can do that. It's so dumb. That's why no one bought it, because it was like, oh, okay, well, they're gonna lock me out of my console through no fault of my own. Fuck that. That was what everyone's kind of thought with that was. It wasn't the lack of backwards compatibility titles, it was all the bullshit that Microsoft wanted to do it in the first place. There's two interesting points that raised with that whole thing, right? Number one, Microsoft always intended to do that from the start. The only reason they didn't is because of the fan outcry. That's why they took it off. Were PlayStation thinking about it? That's the question. Were they thinking about it? And then they saw the negativity around the Xbox One and thought, yeah, we can take full advantage and say no, and we'll get our console sales boosted because we don't have that stuff. But were they thinking about it? And they only overturned it after Microsoft flopped with their Xbox One release.
Round one.
It's an interesting point.
Fight.
And will Microsoft kind of go back to it in the future? Will they go back to it and kind of implement it a different way? I don't think they should. It's a lot of crap. I mean, they've been trying, the thing is, the whole disc lock thing that they had was to stop people from trading in their games. But let's be honest, I think we're in an era now that no one buys physical releases anymore. I certainly don't. I don't buy physical releases, I don't bother with them. Because with digital releases now, you can... I mean, are we already doing it? Are we already doing the fact that, we have to... Our game is now ours to keep and we can't give it to friends and shit. It's funny how I can't fucking do anything now. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, great. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I wonder why. I couldn't fucking do anything I could do that first round. Oh well.
Final round.
But I wonder if we're already doing it. I do. Oh yeah, sure. I'm trying to There's fucking lag in this game, dude. Look at this. I can't move. I can't do anything. He's doing the same shit. I'm dead. I'm dead because there's nothing I can fucking do. He's got the fucking advantage on me for everything. Everything's a fucking... Thank you. I got a fucking hit. He almost double perked me like a scrub. Except he fucking didn't. He didn't do anything. He just jumped over me 1,000 times. He did the same 1-2 hit combo. There's nothing I can do about it. The lag has already suddenly fucking kicked in. Again, another fucking game affected by lag because he's losing like a scrub. I couldn't react to any of the jumps he did, nothing. I could react to nothing he did. And he perfected me in the first round from no fucking skill. I said ultra salty right now, I'm sorry. But, what the fuck. I won the first match comfortably, all my inputs came out, and then the lag kicks in and he wins. Gee. It's just what happens in fighting games, I guess. I think what's very interesting about the whole disc-based locked thing is that, and what I said about physical releases, one of my game stores closed. The only game store I had where I live, it closed and it moved further out. So now I have to take a bus further out to where I live to go and get a physical copy of the game. But I also have a trade-in function. I also have a game store, well, not a game store, but, one of those trade-in, oh my god, 6 wins in a row for Ibuki, I'm fucked. You know, the only shop I have now where I can buy like physical games is a second-hand shop. You know, I haven't got an actual legit game store. I've got a second-hand store. And I think with this whole disc-based stuff, I think we're already doing it. And a lot of people brought this up. They say we're already doing it because really, because we're committing £50 of our hard-earned money to the game. But then there's a counter to that. Wait till later. It'll go down in price in the sale eventually. I think a lot of people are either buying physical copies from the likes of like eBay and Amazon and things like that, or they're waiting for it until it becomes available in a PlayStation sale or an Xbox sale and then buying it that way. I think we're already kind of doing this whole thing, to be honest. I think we've been doing it for like a year without even like really thinking about it. Yeah, I'm fucked. Well, I'm okay with it, you know. I'll just pace myself with games more often than not. I was always getting Detroit Become Human because that game just really enticed me, and I think that was money very well fucking spent. Because 5 years of development time went into that game, and they used every fucking second of it. Fuck. It's a bit weird going back to earlier discussions. It's a bit weird. Join these discussions in the comments, by the way. Write comments down and stuff, and you can have like open talk. Why not? Just keep it. You know, don't be fanboyish. I guess I don't want any fanboys in my comments because it's not. That's not the whole purpose of this channel. This whole purpose of this channel is to cover everything I possibly can on every system because I'm not a particular fanboy. Yes, I bought the PS4 first, and yes, it is my console of choice, but I also have an Xbox One, and compatibility games in my hand. You know, backwards count games like Mass Effect, you know. It was like I said in my my New Year's update, I'm so happy that they released that Mass Effect on backwards count because that means I can play those versions and not have to deal with the PC version that doesn't have controller support because I'm not a PC gamer. I'm going to say this right now, I barely use my PC for gaming. Barely. I'm just predominantly a console player. That's just who I am. I've been brought up that way. The only reason I use my PC is to record the Schumacher years right now. But I can guarantee you, if F1 2010 to 13 was on Xbox One backwards compatibility, I'd play it. I'd play those versions. I'd probably be better at them too, actually, because I do like the Xbox One controller. Alright, next match. I'm not even paying attention to the gameplay anymore, just having discussions. Why not? You know. Why not? You know, I'm becoming a lot more thought than what I say. Because sometimes I can really say shit that makes no sense. You know, I think that whole thing with Smash and Mewtwo Madness was just like, yeah, I'm saying shit I don't mean here. What the hell? I started ranting about Sonic Colors, and I love Sonic Colors, so what the hell was I doing, you know? I'm not an outright fucking douchebag, though. Never have been. I don't want to be honest. You know, I'm only in this YouTube game for something to do, really. And I have fun doing it because I don't have to think about it. You know, it's not like most of these people, like Darkside Phil, maybe. You know, I mean, let's be honest, Darkside Phil, the last time he had any fun with the game was fucking, I don't know. But, you know, I don't think of it that way, you know? He's always worrying about paying his own fucking expenses and fucking, you know, having fucking charity streams for himself. I mean, what the fuck is that? I'm sorry, I don't mean to harp on other people. I know it's none of my business. But, you know, it just angers me. Why must he do that? He can't be in that much of a rut, let's be honest. He can't be. Because he's still fucking living in that fucking house. So he can't be that bad, you know what I mean? Just fucking shoving lies down your throat. But, to flip it, what are these guys doing with their fucking videos? I mean, honestly, what are they doing with their fucking time? Why are they sitting there, fucking doing their fucking videos? And yes, some of them are guilty pleasures to watch the guy completely butcher video games to the most part, because he butchered that Metal Gear playthrough. I was even like, what the fuck is he doing? He's so dumb. It's like, everything he did was just so stupid. He complained about having no rations, so they were clearly on the fucking screen. Yeah, you know, I do view those, but I don't see them as anything really other than just hating on the guy. I'm not DSP's biggest fan. He's done a lot of stuff that just doesn't sit right with me. Like I said, that's a very good fucking combo for Akuma. It's insanely good. I love that combo. But, you know, I'm not Dark Side Phil's biggest fan, but you know, why are you doing your own live stream of someone else live streaming? Why are you doing that? Why? There are so much better things you could do with your time than focusing on someone you clearly don't like. Like I said, I'm not Phil's biggest fan, but I'm not gonna go make those videos about it, because why? Why would I do that? It's nothing more than a fad. And once DSP eventually goes off YouTube or off Twitch, and those guys are gonna have nothing to do, and they're probably gonna go and find someone else. They're probably gonna come to me and do that same thing. I don't know. But I don't get it, man. I don't get those videos. I don't get why people do them. They do realize if they do it to the point where DSP can't do videos anymore, what are they gonna do then? What are they gonna do? They've got nothing. They've got nothing to do. They can't pick on him. They can't butcher him. They can't say this is the worst game. Dude, not everyone is cut out for fucking gaming. They're not. But why? I don't hate the guy. I don't like what he does. But I wouldn't take it to that extent. Because it's a fad. It's a fad I don't want to be a part of. This whole DSP thing, I've shied away from it. I've run away. I've run away in the opposite direction and focusing on my own content. And I'm making my own content. I'm not stealing footage from someone else. And, you know, because that's just pointless. It's a fad and these people get thousands of views for it. Why? It's no better than DSP's unedited stuff. It's an hour-long video of someone failing in a video game. Anyone can do that. I could do that if I wanted. But then what? You know, these guys are out to ruin DSP's reputation. You know, they're out to they're out to expose him or whatever. When he's answer me this, if you're one of those people that does those videos, I'm not criticizing you. I'm just saying, and then what? He's gone. You've exposed him. He's gone. Then what do? You're back to your life before the fad started. And what was that? I don't know. Maybe these people have jobs. Maybe these people have jobs to do and they only do it in their spare time. But they're just exploiting a fad. It's no different than, say, mine or DSP's unedited content. I'm not with the guy and what he's done for obvious reasons. I don't agree with a lot of what he's done. But I just think there's better things to do than make videos on guys you don't like. Why do you do that? Can you not make your own video? Can you not do it? Can you not think of an idea? And then what? You know what I mean? And then what? What do you do then? Because your content is not original, it's not your own idea. But then the fad dies out, and then what do? You're back to square one. Your YouTube channel becomes immediately irrelevant because that's what these people do. They focus their channels on simply exposing Dark Side Phil as a bad gamer or whatnot. Yeah, you've succeeded, and then what? Your fad is dead, your channel is dead, and like so many other gaming channels that simply gave up because they weren't getting the popularity they were getting anymore, because they gave up or life took them over, then your YouTube channel becomes immediately irrelevant, and you wondered why you did it in the first place. That would be my thought. You know, it just makes no sense.